Astronomer here. Clap your hands once, and then clap them again a second later. The two claps were actually done about 30,000 miles apart thanks to the Earth's motion in space. I did the calculation once, and interestingly, most of the stuff you think of, like the rotating Earth, or our orbit around the Sun, is a negligible part of it. The real contributions are from our star orbiting the galaxy, and the galaxy's motion itself in space. So is it possible to place a satellite and stop in a single location of space? Or would it require too much fuel to decelerate and completely stop at that spot that we couldn't launch it? Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain what I'm thinking. The ducks at the park are free, you can take them home. A tiny dragon lives in the kettle, and that's how the water gets hot. Everyone you know and love today will die at some point. It takes 8 minutes for light from the sun to reach the Earth. So when we look at the sun, we're actually seeing how it was 8 minutes ago. That ants belong to a community that helps each other survive through sheer teamwork. Show them an Ants Canada video as well for some visuals. I got my 5-year-old niece into astronomy by pointing out the size of the Earth relative to the Sun. Then the size of the Sun relative to the largest star in the known universe. That their body is, generally, symmetrical. Their foot will fit between their wrist and elbow. Their ear is the same length as their nose, measure from top of where it attaches to the head, and the bottom of the ear. Rotate your head, and your fingers will be at the top and bottom of your nose. Their wingspan is their height, give or take an inch or two. I've never tested these on kids, but they're generally true for adults. Depending on how bored you are and how much work you want to do, I would say the concept of using sound to penetrate into things is a way to map out the internals of it. Basically UT work, right? My experience lies in flaw detection, but there are other uses for it as well. But I still think it is an interesting concept. Similarly, you could explain the Doppler effect. That one is easy enough to demonstrate with just cars driving by. I think the things that would be cool to tell a 5-year-old are the things that you still think are interesting yourself. Instead of asking others, why not go over the things that you think are cool? If they don't seem like they're interested, they might not have the requisite knowledge to fully appreciate the fact, but that opens up new avenues of discussion, right?